Let's be honest, Nordschleife lap times matter the most amongst all the tracks around the world. It became a benchmark, a parameter to compare with other cars, although at the end there is no point, speaking of street legal cars. However, it is respect-worthy to see what cars became capable of, no matter their purpose. Ferrari 312T. To be fair, the Lamborghini Huracan Performante should be at this place with a time of 6:52, but there is too much controversy around it. The next best is the 70s Formula 1, driven by Claire Ragazzoni or Niki Lauda. Powered by a very reliable flat 12 engine, the T stands for 5-speed transaxle gearbox, putting down up to 510 horsepower. Pagani Zonda R. 10 years after the first reveal of the Pagani Zonda to public, the Zonda R, a track day version, was introduced. The engine was a Mercedes M120, combined with a X-Track magnesium sequential gearbox and a 12-stage traction control. An interesting fact is a downforce of 1.5 tons at a speed of 350 km per hour. Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Introduced to break a production car lap record, the 911 GT2 RS truly made it with a time of 6:47. Interestingly, it was in the Forza 7 Motorsport where people could first see the car, and the 2017 Goodwood Festival of Speed was its premiere event. Unlike the 911 Turbo, this is a two-wheel drive car, being the most powerful 911 ever. Neal EP9. It is not usual to feature an electric car on this channel, but even though we may not like them as much, the Neal EP9 as one of them deserves a huge respect. It is not a light car, and definitely not small either, having seen on my bare eyes, which is why it is worth all the glory as an electric car. Radical SR8 RX. Lightweightness should be the #1 concern in every car any little meant for sporty driving. The Radical SR8 RX takes it to a new level though, with a wet weight of 680 kilograms. That, combined with a 72-degree Suzuki-based V8, should be enough for more than badass track tool. A good thing about these light cars is that they don't eat tires nor brakes as often, despite their smaller sizes. Lamborghini Aventador SP. I guess I'm not the only one who thought that the Super Veloce was going to be the most hardcore model of the Aventador. Obviously not, as there is the Iota coming with significant upgrades. One of them will be a race power to around 800 horsepower, alongside the reworked body panels for better aero and possibly lighter overweight as well. Despite that, the car already ran on Nürburgring and broke a production lap record, being faster than the GT2 RS. McLaren P1 XP1LM. A year back, there was a specially built P1 running at Nordschleife created by Belgian-Motorsport. Supposedly, it was a street legal car with an upsized 4-liter and power output up to 1000 horsepower. Besides, the car was 60 kilograms lighter than the standard model and eventually did an impressive time of 6 minutes and 43 seconds. March BMW 832. The March 832 was a Formula 2 car, which in my opinion makes it a very interesting car here, as it sits rather high on this list. There is not much information about it available, but it is said to be a 200 horsepower, under 500 kg heavy Formula with Christian Denner behind the wheel in 1983, managing a time of 6:28 with an average speed of 193.2 km per hour. Porsche 956. Stefan Belov is a very famous name, as he was the guy whose lap time was the fastest one for more than 35 years. Of course, it was behind the wheel of the Porsche 956, one badass Group C car, powered by a twin-turbo 6-cylinder. No matter what you say, those 80s were just amazing. Porsche 919 Evo. The 919 Evo is not a series nor production car, but a dedicated lap record breaker. Nothing more, nothing less. It's been reworked in terms of chassis and body to provide 53% more downforce and 66% better aero efficiency. Electric engines were also boosted from 400 to 440 horsepower, and eventually the car was almost a minute faster than the old 956. Mind blowing.